Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
It's another Thursday. Hey,
Yes.
hey.
Woo.
I know, right?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Lizzo?
I'm trying.
Oh, poor Boo Boo Dog's
it's all
ears are
good.
clogged today.
It's all good.
I know. I hate when that happens.
I've probably been hearing too much bullshit.
Well, ooh, right. Hey, it's like that sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe you just need a break from it all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey now. Hey
I don't think you can break away from bullshit. I think bullshit just is around you and bullshit just be around you.
Yeah,
You don't
absolutely. Absolutely.
It just be bullshit.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to another episode of Beautyish Radio, where we talk about beauty, business,
and all that ish.
All that ish.
Yes.
Because there's a whole lot of that going around.
I'm trying to bring my voice down to make sure I'm not screaming.
No, you're not. You're talking too low.
I'm talking too low?
Yeah.
I am?
You
Okay.
sound like you whisper.
Okay. I'm trying to keep from feeling like I'm screaming.
Right. No, you good.
Oh, it feels like I'm underwater.
No, you good, boo. Hey, Ebony.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ebony.
And we didn't cheers, Lizzo. Oh. Cheers to another
Which
day.
box we doing it in?
Oh, I forgot. I keep
We're going to do it over here?
Yeah,
over there?
we did it. I was in your box.
Let me come in your box. Over here. There we go.
Okay.
I'm starting to like the boxes.
You starting to like the boxes?
I'm starting to like
wearing
the boxes.
off on you?
Mm-hmm.
I like my light. My light is good today.
Your light
I feel
is
like
good?
Snow White. Snow Black. Snow Black.
Just Snow
The
Black.
light is good today with the, the cream puff shirt.
Yeah, you do look like a green buff.
Mm-hmm. A cream puff shirt. All right, guys. So we're going to kick it off with our beauty of the week. Our episode is called You the One.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Speaking of you the one.
You the one. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky.
Wow.
Listen, I'm so excited for them.
Yeah.
They got a little baby on the way.
Oh, yeah.
But you called it. You called it months ago.
Yeah.
You remember when you were like, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And
I
was
said the
like,
same
"You
thing
think
about Cardi
so?"
B.
You think
They
so?
just have
You
a way they start
did.
moving.
You did. You called it. And I kept watching, and I was like, I don't know. She's hiding it pretty well.
I be looking at the face.
Yes.
Remember I told
It
you I
all
look at
comes out in the face and the boobs. You can tell in the boobs, too.
It's a titty piece.
Right. Just
sure.
get fuller.
Just tittiness.
Just a full face and full boobies.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I got full face and full boobies, y'all, but I'm not pregnant, okay? I'm just overweight.
Just full of pasta. And
full
black
of pasta.
black clams.
Right. I am not preggers.
Oh,
okay?
in Tennessee, did we tear it up at that place?
Ooh, we tore it up.
I literally was
y'all,
like,
listen.
when I get myself right, I'm literally just taking a trip there to
just
get
for
that. I'm
the
not
boil
joking.
in the bag.
just tear it up for
Y'all,
a
we went to
weekend.
this place. I was so embarrassed after I ate all that food. Here's the thing: we were sitting in the Uber, and the Uber driver, we told her that we had eaten this like all this food, this
So
boil in a
uncomfortable.
bag, the crab.
Man, that was so good.
I mean, shrimp, crawfish, all that stuff. And she was like, "Oh man, I wouldn't be able to eat that by myself. We would have to share it." And I was like, "Lydia, why did we share a bag of food?"
I don't regret it.
It was 5 pounds of food, y'all. We set up there.
No,
and
yours
ate
was.
No, oh, really?
I had
Yours was 4 then.
probably 4 because I
Okay.
had
Well,
3 different meats, and then I had the potatoes, corn,
I had
and
the
sausage.
same thing. I had 3 different meats too. I had sausage, mussels, shrimp. I think that's it. And then I had the potatoes and the what was the other thing I had? Oh, the boiled egg. So it
Oh,
was
the
same.
boiled egg.
She had 5 pounds of
Oh.
food. She had 5 pounds of food too, y'all. Listen, and I was like, Lydia, why?
Yeah, but you can't. 5 pounds of seafood ain't 5 pounds of food.
but I
'cause I had crawfish
but we
tails.
felt it.
And every pound of crawfish is 1 ounce of meat.
But we felt it, y'all. We
No,
sat up
that-
there and ate
yeah.
all that food. Now, I did have some left over. I had about half a pound of food left. But I was like, Lydia, she's right. Why didn't we share that food?
Because
sat
we
up
wouldn't
and
get
ate
that
9
experience.
pounds of food.
Because we wouldn't get that experience again, and we need to just do that.
It was so
Because it's like if we did anything less,
good.
we'd be like, damn, I wish I just We put a hurting on ourselves.
Listen,
that was the best seafood I've ever had in my life.
I went back to my hotel room and I went to sleep.
I didn't even expect that to be that good because
I
I've
didn't
had some
either,
good
we
seafood.
were like, we're in Clarksville,
just in the middle of Tennessee.
It's not gonna be good.
We were like, we probably need to just look for barbecue, and we was like,
Oh,
so
man.
we got seafood, and it was the best. I mean, the best.
Yeah, I was like, did we really just sit up here and eat 10 pounds of food?
Heck yeah.
But hey, it was worth it. I have no regrets.
None.
But guess what? In a couple of weeks, y'all, I'm about to get my life together.
None.
All right, I'm about to get it together because I feel like a chunky monkey. I told you, I've been telling y'all for months. I can't fit my clothes.
I feel like a chunky monkey.
Everything needs to expand.
But now I feel like a chunky monkey. I've been told you,
The leggings. Get some leggings in my life.
A jegging piece.
Oh man. All right. So we had a good time. Lydia was speaking in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah, it was good.
A Shark Tank panel. So that was really good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a good visit. It was cold.
Yeah.
But I was like, why is it cold?
They gave away like $10,000, $2,500, and $1,500 to up and coming young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And it was a woman there with her baby.
Boo-boo.
I did all right.
Yeah, she did a good job, y'all.
I just could get on there and tell the people what
they want, what they
need to know.
Job. She did a good job. Oh, thanks, Ebony. Hey, Elsie. Good morning.
Oh, hey, Elsie.
Y'all coming on in.
Hey.
So today's episode, guys. Listen, I think why we picked this topic, signs that you're healing from trauma, is because obviously, Rihanna went through some trauma before she has emerged as this beautiful butterfly that she is. And we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe even last week, how when you go through something and you come out on the other side, you come out on the other side, how it is just a beautiful thing.
Oh.
And I just know for myself, like I have looked back at pictures of me when I was married and what, huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just looked at Ebony comment. I apologize. Keep going.
But she said you look like you about to pull up on some folks.
This is the way it's gonna go for me until the spring.
We going to two different places today.
I straighten my hair and I just am not finna fry it out trying to curl it every day.
Yeah.
So I just
turn on your closed captioning.
I'm gonna put it back.
Yeah.
Until I get through the spring.
Right.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
And cover up these ears since it's like, 40 degrees here right now?
Yeah, there's a freeze warning in effect. So anyway, back to what I was saying about Rihanna or just trauma. When you come out of it, if you do come out of it on the other side, like it's a beautiful transformation. And, I know for me, I look back at pictures of myself when I was married, when I was going through my divorce, and I look at pictures of myself now, and I feel like I've literally just come out of it like I'm a woman now. You know, I'm a grown-ass woman now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I was just so cute and innocent then. Now I'm like, I'm
just green.
Whole new, right. I was green.
Just verde. Just verde as hell.
Yes. I was just so innocent, and I'm still innocent.
That's every woman.
Yeah, but when you go through some stuff, like we talked about,
you're still innocent, Joy. Do you hang on to that? The ideology.
I have a small bit of innocence left. I ain't saying
after 40, you got about 0.01% innocence as a woman. After you had 3 boyfriends,
all right,
the innocent go out the window.
All right, I'm just a little bit. I still got a little bit in me. Anyway, so I have emerged on the other side of my trauma, and so we're talking about trauma and signs that you're healing from it. And, in light of like all this suicide that has been happening, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes you don't even know that you're in that dark place. You know, like I saw a post from Chesley's mother just saying that Chesley was dealing with high functioning depression. And, I just know for me, like going through the trauma that I've gone through, the divorce, like my sister's passing.
Oh, my watch. I accidentally tapped it and it started telling me what time it is. Yeah.
But I know like going through those things, I feel like I was dealing with that high functioning depression.
Yeah.
Because you're just showing up, you continue showing up, and then you're depressed AF.
But most people who can multitask are high functioning depressed people.
Yeah. And so I was like, wow.
I actually don't know one that can multitask that doesn't have high functioning depression.
Absolutely. And when you don't have a chance to stop and you constantly have to show up, which is why I had to remove stuff from my plate, because I was like, I'm exhausted and I'm showing up for everybody else, but I'm not showing up for Joy.
Yeah.
So I had to take a step back.
But you're showing up for Joy now, but you're still just as busy.
I am, but it's different.
Damn near busier.
Well, yeah, but it's different because I'm doing stuff that I want to do.
No, trust me, I get it.
Because I'm like, no, not what everybody else says. I should be doing what Joy wants to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different. So we're going to get into like signs that you're healing from trauma.
Yep.
And I know this is a heavy topic, but it's what people need.
People don't like to hear this kind of stuff.
They
Joy.
don't. You know that. I say what you won't say.
We talked about that.
But hey, you gonna get it, and you gonna do what you want with it. Okay.
And we're gonna get these two people.
Hey, look, they'll come back and listen to it, and if they don't, hey, that's fine too. All right. So some of these are a combination of tips from thefullest.com and Liberation Healing Seattle.
Okay.
And so number one is that you've accepted that you've been through something difficult, because sometimes we just, we try to suppress things and keep moving through it and what have you. But, you have to acknowledge that your world has shifted because of the trauma that you've been through.
Oh, yeah.
And just not being in denial that you're dealing with that pain.
Yeah.
2, you allow yourself to go inwards. You take time to reflect. You take time to feel what you're feeling. Because I know people, when I was earlier on in my grief process, people were like, take the time to feel what you're feeling. And I didn't really know what that meant at the time. Mm-hmm. But when I was having those moments, just knowing that it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah. Oh.
And just.
Fully.
And then also too, like when the anger of whatever situation that you've experienced has started to dissipate, started to decrease. Like I know, like when I went through my divorce, like I was mad. Like I was a raging bull, and yeah. Not gonna say all the things that I want to do to that man, but I'm in a new place now. Yeah. I am healed from that trauma. Yeah. Now, am I healed from my trauma of my sister's passing? No. Yeah. But I'm honest about that. I'm honest about where I am in that journey. So, so just allowing yourself to be introspective and reflect on where you are. Mm-hmm. Experiencing the healing ebbs and flows, because again, there are high points, there are low points. Mm-hmm. And acknowledging that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yes.
And dealing with trauma, like it's
a lot dealing with people.
Yeah, well, that it is.
It's a lot dealing with yourself. Let's start there first.
Yeah, it is. And then we got to face the music.
Oh, yeah.
We got to look at that mirror.
And people have, created a narrative. Like, people believe their own lies. Mm-hmm. People will literally lie to themselves about something. Yeah. And they believe it, to the point where it doesn't matter what you say, what someone else says. Like, they believe that lie, which is borderline psychosis.
You tell yourself a lie for so long, you will believe it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. What's that?
Yeah. You stop reacting less. You've healed when you stop reacting less. Yeah. Your triggers, you don't respond the same way to triggers. Mm-hmm.
I'm so non-reactive nowadays.
Right. You go into that mode where you just
get it out of me.
I don't give a.
Yeah, you can't get it out of me.
Yeah, I think I talked about this book before, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a, it's...
I think I was always like that with jobs in my career. I was very just, someone, if I had a coworker that would try to get something out of me or a trigger out of me, I would just kind of I can easily do that to coworkers.
Just
it's relationships,
unbothered.
and I mean all kinds. I'm not talking about just romantic relationships, because I think sometimes when people say stuff, people think they're talking about just romantic. Oh, no. It's so many things I just let slide past me and go over my head in order to just keep my peace. It is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I used to not be this way. I used to show up for every party I was invited to. I don't show up at all for any party I'm invited to. Now I'm just like, you know, hey, FaceTime me.
Right.
I mean?
Or no.
Yeah, put the party on FaceTime and let me look at everybody.
Zoom.
Boundaries.
Right. Zoom it. You got to set boundaries.
Absolutely.
You know, because there are triggers. And your triggers can either take you backwards or forward.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I think, too, with triggers, you have to begin to understand where those triggers come from.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Which is always childhood.
Exactly. Or it could be other things, you know? It's not always childhood. It could be something that you experience that could trigger you.
But it's something from childhood that triggers that. For instance, if you were abandoned in childhood, if you get abandoned in your adulthood in a relationship, you feel like that person, that woman or man, is the trigger, but it's not. Your abandonment started in childhood.
Well, that's true.
If you feel like you haven't accomplished things you want to accomplish, and then in your adulthood, and then say, for instance, something sets you back, you feel like it's that thing that sets you back that triggers you. It's not that. It's your childhood that molded you to feel like you got to overdo everything. Like, so it all, like, it's our root is what I'm saying. You know, that root chakra. But anyway, keep going on.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. But I know, like, I mean, when you lose a loved one or whatever, that's a different type of trigger. Like, grief triggers different things. And so yeah, but there are layers to it. So next is you see the light within. So, you know, I know for me, like, I look back at the past year and a half and I'm like, wow, I can't believe that I made it through this past year and a half. Yeah. And how did I make it through? Because there are times where I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because again, there are triggers. Yeah, I was watching something on TV last night. This Is Us always gets me. I need to really.
I haven't watched that in totality.
You know, I was just like,
what's the premise of it?
It just took me out. It's family issues. It gets to the root of family issues, relationship issues, like family dynamics and all that.
So I can place the
Sterling Brown.
Okay. So it's like a black family?
It's black-white.
Black and white family? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I've heard it.
Black guy, part of a white family, and they're triplets, and
Triplets?
Yeah, it's a white family that one of the triplets died, and so they took on the black baby. And Randall's the black baby. So Randall has a black family, and the other siblings, you know, have that one. Anyway. You gotta watch it. But every episode has me like, I need a tissue.
Everyone. All of them, Joy.
Almost everyone.
I mean, you got the tissue.
Almost every episode.
This is so cute, though.
Thank you.
It's very polar bearish.
Sukin sepia. I'm in my winter white mood.
And she got the winter white boots too.
Yes,
cute.
I do. Thanks.
She got I call those not Carlito way, Scarface boots.
Scarface boots.
That's like something that Michelle.
Cocaine white.
No, you very much are a cocaine god's wife right now in this outfit. You are very much Miami 1982.
Just about to go.
No, you
about
to.
Up.
No, you're not gonna go mess somebody up. You about to fuck up a tab. You about to go shop up some shit. That's what you know. He didn't cheat it the 55th time, and you like just give me the credit card.
Give me the credit card,
okay?
Because I'm going.
No, that's this whole thing right here. That's cocaine.
Right, cocaine.
A lot of cocaine going on in this shot right here. Very cocaine. It's giving very much cocaine.
Is it?
Yes,
giving
it
cocaine?
Is.
Okay. Yep. All right. I'll take that. Seeing the light within.
That's it. Right here.
Right here. So
hiding in the centerpiece.
But this seeing the light within also means practicing mindfulness too, not being mindless, but being mindful. And with that is, I'm guilty of this. I'm very guilty of this right here, is doing things to distract you, to keep, to be numb, stay busy so that you don't fall into a dark place. But you need to ask yourself, like, what do you need right now? What does your body need right now to re-energize itself, to recuperate from the trauma that you're dealing with? So again, it goes back to that acknowledgement.
But numbing is really a auto response to not wanting to feel.
Oh yeah,
and if you don't
absolutely.
want to feel, then you got to kind of figure out why you don't want to feel. Is it, do you feel like in your life you've always been so feely? Is it that you feel like feelings were something that was not really appreciated or invited in your life? Like where when you would start to kind of cry about something, you were told to hush it up, move forward. Like you got, when you find that piece, then that's when you can kind of unlock it.
Yeah, and
Does
I
that
think
make
like
sense?
earlier I was saying you have to find out, like understand the triggers, understand why you have a certain response to whatever trauma you're going through.
Yeah.
And then next is, knowing that you're not alone. We talked about this before. Sometimes when you experience pain, you think you're the only person that's going through it, and it can feel very isolating.
Right.
But knowing that you're not alone and other people are dealing with the same thing, trauma, when you go through trauma, it can force you to go inward. Like you isolate yourself from other people. You don't want to talk to anybody. Because and sometimes that time is needed, or actually most times that time is needed to process things inward.
Yeah.
But you have to just know when the time is right for you to talk to somebody.
But I think isolation is a part of trauma.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's
That's
when
what
you
I'm
get
saying.
out of the isolation.
Yeah.
That if you still isolate after that, then that's when you kind of hurt yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you have to allow yourself the time that you need. I know I had to do that because coming off of the show and then having to deal with a family tragedy, I'm like, this is a lot. I never really had time to process being on the show because I had to go and deal with my family tragedy.
Yeah.
So that was a lot at one time. And then when it hit me that, oh, right, I was also on a show.
Right.
And then having to deal with my sister's passing, like that was a lot, and it still is. I mean, like all the aftermath that came with that, and it was just a lot at one time.
It's a lot of new realities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then having to still press forward. Still having to show up. I still have businesses to run. Like I still have to show up. That's hard.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So I had to like go inward.
Yeah.
I had to take that time for myself because I was like, this is way too much.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be around people. I don't want to people right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to be honest with myself about what was a trigger for me because even I just wasn't ready to deal with the public for two reasons. One, because people, joy, ready to laugh. And I'm like, and then two, like when I was out, I would be triggered by different things, thinking about my sister. It could be a song. It could be somebody I see that looks like her, or it could be anything. And I just wasn't ready to deal with people. So I was like, I'm going to stay in the house until I'm ready to come out, And then, welcoming the support. Like I know sometimes it was hard, like for me to just be like, okay, people were calling, wanting to talk all this, but sometimes you're just not ready for that.
Yeah.
So you just have to pace yourself. So welcoming the support. You don't have to do this alone again. And then forgiving yourself. See yourself as whole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So trauma is a part of the journey, or pain is a part of that trauma journey.
Yeah.
But healing can be done.
Yeah.
So, I know that's heavy stuff, y'all, but it's just, when I think about the things that Rihanna went through with Chris Brown, and she's probably had other traumatic relationships, and how she's just emerged into this beautiful relationship. Mm-hmm. Someone that truly loves her.
Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like there is hope.
Love is where everything blossoms.
Yeah.
Love is where everything.
There is hope.
Love is where everything grows.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So no, I get it because I am on a quest of that for sure.
And what keeps me going is knowing that there is something beautiful on the other side.
Yep.
Always. It's not the end. Like even though a lot of the trauma I've experienced is painful, it has shaped who I am today.
Yes.
Because Lord knows I be channeling Gianna like, listen, cutting all these bitches off. Yeah. My sister was the cutoff queen.
Right. She's an Aquarius. That's what Aquarius do.
Boy, them Aquarius are cutthroat.
Yeah.
Is she like, oh, you're not on my side. You're not gonna.
Right.
Okay, cutting your ass off.
Right. So disloyalty is loyalty now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. But speaking of disloyalty,
right?
Don't you got something for us?
Man. You said the topic is the title is You the One.
That's right.
Yeah.
You the One.
So speaking of you not the one, let's go ahead and pop up that girl. Shut up, Alex. Like Twitter drags Jermaine Dupri for allegedly admitting to cheating on Janet Jackson in Lifetime documentary. Boy, they will wait for the appropriate time.
I mean,
you could have said that to a couple homeboys and shut the fuck up.
Right. But you had to put it on
you
TV.
Just because you wanted everybody to know that your frog-eyed ass could cheat on somebody as beautiful.
Him a frog too.
And as Janet Jackson, it's like, man, like you know what I found as powerful women attract men that want to shit on them to be able to brag on the fact that they were able to get that kind of woman. And at the end of the day, you know, I mean, none of that made any difference to me. I mean, shit, I don't care about her having this. I don't care about her having that. It's almost like it's also almost like a form of substantiation.
Yes.
And you know, I sit back and I think about it, and you know, let's take looks off the table because we all know Jermaine Dupri is not a looker.
He's not at all.
So let's take looks off the table. You know, let's look at what he brings to the table, what she brings to the table. They're pretty, to a certain degree, financially, they're probably close to each other. You know, I'm sure he doesn't need to use her for anything.
Right.
But when you look at Janet Jackson, she has a history of attracting that kind of guy.
Yeah. It's like Halle Berry too. Attracts like guys that try to break her down.
And those kind of guys are attracted to those kind of women. You know, and so it's so sad because it's like, you know, at the end of the day, for you to wait for a documentary to glorify that because you didn't have to put that in there, but you're still trying to ride off the Janet Jackson name. So this is to the guys that talk to ladies that they know that they don't deserve from the giddy up, and they literally got the chance of a lifetime, but they fucked it. It's like the funny thing about it is that you're still at that point when you mention her after it's over, you're still giving that relationship power.
Yeah.
Because truthfully, that's all you had. So the thing about that, you the one, and clearly he wasn't the one. There's no way in hell like Jermaine Dupri. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny. He got some so money, but it's like you still.
So ugly.
It's so many other ones that got around your money bracket that she could have talked to.
Right.
I mean, she really liked him for his personality, but that's that whole bait and switch, as my client said, catch and release program. A lot of men are on this catch and release program.
What's the catch and release program?
Catch and release is when you boost your ego by catching the baddest bitch, but you release her back because that also boosts your ego too.
Oh, ding. Right.
So shout out to the catch and release guys. I got to figure out how to become a member of that program.
I mean,
but in the interim, I'd like to just give his little bitty frog-eyed ass.
Society.
Oh, girl, shut up.
Back into society.
Alex, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Do me one favor, Alex. One favor. Girl, shut
up. Hey, that's it.
Yes, because no. In no stratosphere, Jermaine. Your fucking name is Jermaine. Well, her brother's name is Jermaine too, but it don't even sound the same. Jermaine. That just sound like, ooh, Jermaine. That's a Jackson. Jermaine Dupri just sound like a real ninja.
Right.
A corner store walking ninja. Dusty ass ninja. Ain't shit. Ass ninja. Jermaine Dupri.
Just
he got a basic bitch name, and you got the nerve to fuck over.
Right,
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
I mean,
you know, why, Lord?
Janet Jackson. No, granted, I understand that Jackson family got a little mental illness going on. Let's just go there. We're not just gonna go on looks and all the rest of that. You know, they all got a little, the daddy. But going back to childhood,
right?
Childhood fucked them up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what issues she's dealing with behind that. But
yeah,
what I'm saying is that if it's that relationship been over a long time ago, let that go. Yeah. Don't even mention her name. Yeah. But that's all you have to be able to mention in a documentary for you to kind of kind of boost yourself because nobody remember. Then
he's trending because of it.
Ain't nobody
bumping
So Def songs, right? Right. But I'm sure a producer making a whole lot of money doing that still. Yeah. But at the end of the day, what power is being able to move past something and never have to refer to it again. That's growth. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, that's a sign that you're healing from trauma.
Yeah, bless his heart.
Right.
Yeah.
And, well, you need to bless something.
I just looked at the pictures, just like, look at you. Just look at you. If y'all ever see Major Payne, there's a part in there when he says, "Look at you." Yeah, that's how I feel about him.
That's how you feel about him.
And what you think, she want to be Janet Dupree? Fuck out of here. Like,
no, he want to be Jermaine Jackson.
No, but that's
take on her last name.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you giving yourself too much credit here, Jermaine. You're giving yourself way too much. She don't want to be Dupree.
Right.
Who want that? Nobody. I would never take Jackson off my last name to Dupree.
Is that his real?
It may not be. It's probably Montgomery. Jermaine Montgomery, and just something real.
Jenkins.
Just Jenkins. Janet Jenkins. You think she wanted that shit for her life?
Jenkins.
You think she wanted that for her life?
Right. No, she didn't. I mean, maybe he's good in the bedroom.
Why does it always got to go there with you, Joy? Why we always got to go to the bedroom with your thought process?
When do we always go to the bedroom?
Look back at some episodes.
What? You gonna pull the clips?
I'm gonna try.
You gonna pull the clips?
We gotta start at clip number 1 though, because it started then. Look at her. Alex can't wait too.
Alex said, "Let me pull the clip."
That's when you can get a reaction out of me.
I just want to know: do I always take it to the bedroom? No. But he might be. You know.
Who? Oh, the little ones, the little ugly ones always are. The little ugly ones get down on the floor. They get real nasty. They do all kinds of shit you ain't never had done to you.
If you're nasty.
Oh, it's so Mr. Dupree if you're nasty. But it's like, but she don't want to be,
It's got to be.
Not Janet Jenkins, though. That's funny.
Janet Jenkins. JJ.
Like, she lived all her life to drop her shit.
Janet Jenkins.
Just to be Janet, because that's his name. Jermaine Jenkins. Because that's, you are what
I really want to, anybody know this man's real last name? Because I'm about to Google it right now before we get off the
Duplicity. Just something real fucked up.
Duplicity.
And who want to take that off? It's like a Kardashian. If you take off Kardashian last year, even if you hyphenate it, like I'm doing you a service.
You want to know what his last name is?
Oh no, I'm afraid. Is it? Oh no, hell no. His last name is Malden. Janet Malden. Sound like a school
Jermaine
administrator.
Dupree Malden.
Like she work in the HR office.
It's time to go. Jermaine Dupree Malden.
She do the interviews.
I'm done.
Janet Malden. Janet Jackson Malden. All that.
I can't.
Malden.
I can't.
You gotta be shaming yourself. You gotta be shaming. And they go through that phase where they feel bad about it.
They do.
So he's probably kicking himself in the ass now. But that's his way of feeling like he reckoning.
Yeah.
Like putting it out there so she know, okay, I admitted it. Why people don't know why we broke up. So I'm admitting it publicly and shaming myself because I know people gonna rag me on shows like beautyish. And so in other words, he must be some kind of way trying to get back in the door with her. Right. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just publicity. But I'm done with that today, y'all. Y'all got the best y'all could get out of me today. Because I can't hear.
She can't hear.
I need more.
Comida.
No, that's not comida. That's more.
Oh, well, you used it when you said comida last week.
Because I was saying more comida.
Well, that's why I did that.
No, see, she is like a little monkey. That's how she teach her like a little monkey. What she said, check it, monkey. Just look at her. They can't see all that.
You see it.
Going back into sex and the bedroom. Just you smack your own ass. Joy, why do you?
My thigh, first of all.
Joy, your thigh and your ass are kind of coming together. when you was going to get the pizza, I said, "Oh my God, my boyfriend! My friend got a. What'd he say? What the man say in the comments? It's not just a butt. It's a wagon because you so little.
A wagon. That's okay because I'm about to get it together.
It's all going to her ass. You gonna be the real big booty Judy soon.
Big booty Judy.
You gonna be the real one.
The real one, because this is all real, baby. It's all real.
No, Alex say I'm finna cut it off. Okay, they say love all you ladies.
I can't. All right. She said,
we gotta do something.
The girls.
I told you. I told you we should do a speed dating thing.
It ain't too late
for Valentine's Day. You just set up and said you ain't got no time in your life. You got way too much on your plate.
I can find the time.
Yeah, for a speed dating. You want to do a speed dating event? I think we would host a really bad.
Should we do a speed dating event, guys?
I think we would really host a really good speed.
Just a trap speed.
A trap dating. One time for trap dating. Look, the trap dating. No, Joy. No, I'm all for
trap. We all had trap dating.
Don't look
trap
at me like
speed dating.
With your judgy eyes.
Right.
Alex just be...
She's like, what that look like,
so
though?
Fucking crazy.
But what does that
Alex
look like?
looking at that clock like, get the fuck... Okay.
We got 3 minutes, because that clock is fast, actually.
No, she say, no, Riley, you got 2. You don't have a whole 3.
Mine just say 10:58 over here.
Say 2. Don't even. Okay, don't think, Jizzle.
Right.
Was out your box?
Said, yeah.
Shit,
they want the trap. They want the trap speed.
I knew you would want the trap dating. Just trap dating.
We gonna do this.
Joy, that is hilarious. For the record, we cemented that on video, so don't take our shit.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, because we got it right here.
Live.
Right here.
Trap dating.
Right here.
Is that not what I've been doing?
Okay, so what's today?
Is that not what you've been doing?
How many days we got to plan
Trap
this?
dating.
We got a whole week to plan this. So
no, we really do need that. But our listeners are from somewhere else. They're not even from Houston.
I know. They talking about
they want to do a trap dating and they in Milwaukee.
They said you got to host it live too.
That would be
ooh, we could put people in breakout rooms.
We're gonna do a Zoom trap dating.
Right, we could put people in breakout rooms. That actually could work.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to try to figure it out, y'all. Yep. All right, we got to go.
Trap dating.
We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Like, comment.
Subscribe and share.
That's right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace.